Hey guys, Darkwater here, and we're back in American Truck Simulator cruising Missouri. So we are in a brand new Freightliner Cascadia with a very nice paint job. We are right here at Springfield, Missouri, with one more city left to go, and that is Joplin. Let you guys take a look at the truck here and trailer. Really nice combination. At least I think so. The best community ever. Trailer skin. Gotta represent. Really like this paint job. As you guys can see, the pearlescent here in the sun. That nice blue pearlescent with the black. Really sharp looking. Alright. So last episode, we delivered to the caves here in Springfield, Missouri. So we just have one more delivery to go, and that is to Joplin. Just want to double check that event actually. So yep, 11 out of 12. Let's go ahead and check the external market so that way we can use our own trailer. See what we got. Looks like I don't have anything going to Joplin, unfortunately. So what I think we're going to have to do is I think we're going to have to deadhead to Joplin and see what we can find. I don't even see a delivery going to Pittsburgh. Nope. So, if I check the external contracts, I'm sure I could find it. Yeah, cars. But, that's not what we want to do. Nope. Alright, so we're going to have to do this a different way instead. Instead of going or taking a load to Joplin, we're just going to have to drive there. I mean, it's not that bad of a drive. It's 80 miles. We could actually visit Joplin here. Looks like there's a Peterbilt dealership. Let's see. Once we get on 44, take this exit. Oh, there's a viewpoint. Let's do that viewpoint. After that viewpoint, then we'll probably head up the Terra store, the caves, and take out a load there. Hopefully. Let's go ahead and drive. Let's fire our truck up. So this is the 2025 Freightliner Cascadia that we are in. Turn the lights on and everything for you guys. So this is I forgot the name of this paint job, but it is really cool looking. Probably find it out for you guys real quick. The Sunset Prowl paint job. And the only thing I changed is this first paint. I just put that black. That's all I did. It looks really sharp that way. So, I like it. It's a really quiet truck. Really quiet. So, no external lights down the side or anything like that. That's kind of boring in that way. But we do have all the aero parts, which is nice. A little bit of chrome accents here and there. Not too bad. Anyway, let's go ahead, head on out to Joplin. It's a really nice looking truck. Again, it's a 2025 model. Yeah, there we go. Had my brights on. I don't need lights on at all right now. It's daytime, 10:45 in the morning. A little bit of decorations throughout the cab, as you can see here. Representing the World of Trucks cap right there. Alright. Let's see if I can see around. There's a truck coming. I could have made it. I couldn't really see behind my mirror. Oh, that car came out of nowhere. Alright. Let's go. But yeah, this is nice, not a bad looking truck. I drove this a little bit on the way over here. I just did a quick travel, and then drove it from the shop to here. So didn't go too far with it, but and I did buy it used off the used market. I figured it'd be a nice truck. The last delivery here. Fortunately, we have to deadhead to it. That's just what it is. It is what it is. And we are in a 12-speed automatic transmission as well. Looks like traffic slowing down up ahead. Making our way outside of Springfield, over towards Joplin. Fortunately, not driving all the way through the cities. Not bad. And this is the final episode of the Cruising Missouri World of Trucks event for me here on YouTube. The event is still alive for quite some time. So if you guys don't get your deliveries in, make sure you do that. I have to reset my track IR here in a minute. That should be alright, actually. Just a little off center, it's fine. Alright. We are empty trailer, no load right now. Fortunately, it's a lot of empty miles driving. Part of these events, doing it this way. But I'd rather do it this way than sit there and have to go from place to place and perhaps never find a delivery to or from a city that I need to go to. So I have no problem deadheading to places. I think I mentioned that in the last episode or the episode before that. A lot of times that's what I end up having to do, just to get to all the cities. But also works if a city's really close by. Instead of having to find another city that to go to first to come out there due to the mile restrictions or limitations on that, just to be able to go to that city directly and then take a load out of there, because then if you go to a new city after that, then you got two of them instead of just one, which is nice. We're coming up to Joplin here. The Terra store is to our right. It's the underground caves. You guys missed it in the last episode and also in the first episode. We visited the caves in St. Louis. Then, of course, last episode we got the ones in Springfield. Let's hit this viewpoint, and then I want to take a load out of the caves. Be kind of cool to do that. And here is Joplin, last city on the list. Where is this viewpoint? Oh, there it is. So how do we get in there? Oh, hidden road. That's kind of cool. Oh, let's actually get up out of the sidewalk. Oh, Route 66. It's all starting to make sense. It's all starting to make sense. There we go. Let's go and take a look at this. That's kind of cool. This wall art. Nice. Alright. Let's see where this road takes us. Through Joplin here. Oh, nope, that's as far as it takes us. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Alright. Now that we're here and we made that mistake, let's see if we can get a external market job. Not what I'm liking to see. So let's start heading up this way. I think they need to start making the range for the world of the external contracts a little bit bigger. Because I have to, this happened in the last one too. You guys didn't see it, but I had to be really close to where that pickup point is, or was, in order to get that job. And I feel like I'm going to have to be the same thing, because it's technically outside of the city. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. So as soon as I start getting over there, it might be willing to pick it up. Oh, it's weird. Nice little town though. But it's starting to all kind of make sense why they're going the direction that they're going now with the states. Other than Louisiana and Nebraska, but it to me it makes sense that after those, Illinois is next, because they're following Route 66. So from Los Angeles all the way to Chicago, and then now they're talking about the American Truck Simulator road trip. That all makes sense. Bringing back the classic Americana of a road trip on Highway 66. So it's all making sense. But I'm here for it. You know, I'm not complaining. I like this game. I support the developers and what they're doing. Oh, damn. I didn't see nothing. I support the developers and everything that they're doing. I really like playing this game, and I'm excited for all the stuff that's coming. But I'm curious as well. Even it was beeping at me. Yeah. Truck was even beeping at me saying there's somebody in my blind spot. I didn't get a ticket for that, did I? I don't think so. I might have. I don't know. That happens. It happens. Alright, now that we're right next to it, let's see if we can get... Yep, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, I'm not getting anything out of Missouri. Or to Missouri. Oh, wait. I'll wait till I'm right there at it. That kind of goes to show you what I mean by that. I have to be literally right next to the place I want to pick up just to see what loads they have on the external market. I don't like that. I don't like that you have to be so close to it. You can't be, you know, a decent distance away. That's why I like the regular freight market and cargo market, because I can view at any city at any time. I can even plan out better. More likely to get loads to the cities I want to go to as well. Alright. We'll just head straight there because that's where we're going anyway. I don't know how much damage we got on our truck from doing that little side swipe. Hopefully not too much. Alrighty. Alrighty, see what we got. Alright guys, so we're back. A little bit of trouble trying to find a load here out of Joplin with the trailer. So decided to switch the truck up. Not exactly what I wanted to do or my intentions, but it is what it is. So I found a load. Not using our trailer, so we're actually, it's going to be a flatbed, picking up some generators here out of Joplin, out of the Terra store. Switched to a Western Star 5700 XE. Nice little paint job that I got going on here. I'll let you guys see the truck here a little. Got this nice little sunflower paint job. Part of the, I forgot what state this was, but another World of Trucks event that I got this from. So, anyway. Go ahead, get into the cab, fire it up. There we are. Turn our wipers on. Turn our lights on for safety. Might have to adjust my seat a little bit here, so bear with me. I adjusted it a little bit, but I feel like I still gotta sit further back. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Alright. So our load is here at the Terra store. We're already here. Like I said, it took me a little bit to try to find a load coming out of here. So We are at the Joplin, Missouri Terra store, the caves here in Joplin. So let's go ahead and try to find our load. Trying to look at the map here. Looks like our load's up to the right. So each cave is slightly different here in Missouri. I found that out. Pretty sure it is the same way in real life as well. Looks like we're going to be entering this way. I want to slow down here a little bit. So we're over there. So this one, I don't even know if it's fully a cave, but yeah, we're going to be Zone C. Blue. This one's kind of more like an open style. There might be some caves underneath. At least that's what it looks like to me. Yep, there's the cave. A little different. Get my seat adjusted here. There we go. Alright. So we get in, we'll roll down our windows. There we go. Where is our trailer? There it is. Ooh. A little bit of a dip there. Let's turn our parlays on. Oh, well, we can't go that way. So, but I tried finding a load with a trailer on the cargo market. Could not find one out of Joplin. I did find one, but it was delivering all the way down to Texas. I don't want to do that. So I could not find one that was delivering from Joplin to anywhere in Missouri, which is a shame. I really wanted to use the Freightliner and the custom trailer, but that's not going to work. It's honestly one of the problems of doing the external contracts. Bump here. There we go. With a trailer, you really don't get that freedom. There we go. Probably could have done that better. I didn't need to go through that, but right back into this. Put it off. There we go. That's better. There we go. There we go. That's better. There we go. Trailer connected. Lights are working. Yeah. Tag axle. I don't know if I need it. 24. No, I don't need that tag axle down. So I'll raise that tag axle. Not enough weight on there, so. Alright, let's head out. So we are heading to Springfield. Not that far of a drive. Pretty much right back where we were last episode, but that's fine. Okay with that. Had to. I think we just follow this out to the exit. Not too bad. Just watching a video of the real life caves. I think it was the caves in... Am I going the right way? I don't know. In Kansas City. I was watching a trucker do that, and it was pretty interesting. Definitely didn't look like this, so I have not visited the Kansas City ones here in the game, so I can't tell you if that's what they look like or if they look close to what they look like in real life. I don't know. Never been. But I thought it was interesting. Worth noting at least. I'm curious what the different zones are here in the game, what they represent. I don't know if it's cargo or what the deal is. Exit to the left. I also did some modification to my turn signal stock. Very slight modification. All I did was remove that little clip that catches the turn signal cancellation. Going that way. Don't want to get lost here in the caves. Oh, it's 9 o'clock at night already. Wow. That's crazy. I guess we did come in pretty late. I need to make my way to the exit. Leave this way. But the reason why I modified the turn signal stock is just for the part where, I guess, I don't know how to really describe it, but when it resets or when the turn signal cancels, I just feel like it was a little too soon. A lot of times I was fighting with it, especially on a turn. Just a good example is like right here. I would fight with it as it's returning, and I'm still mid-turn, and yeah, I don't know. Plus, to my knowledge, real-life semis do not have an automatic turn signal cancellation feature like cars do. So it gives a little bit more immersion, sense of realism. And it's easy enough to replace. It's just held on by adhesive. So it's easy to replace. Actually, in the kit that you get with the turn signal stock, it gives you a replacement piece to put on it if anything were to happen, and also more adhesive. So just make sure not to lose that, and should be all set. We'll probably just drive here at night. I probably won't do much talking. Just let you guys listen to the truck. I'll roll my windows down as soon as we get rolling here. So, but this is the last episode for Cruising Missouri. Like I said, I really wanted to get that other truck and trailer in here, but I could not find a load at all. I might do a second load just because this one's pretty short, where I can grab that truck and trailer and just do some random load. But again, doing a cargo market, it's a bit of a challenge. I can find external jobs all the time, but cargo, not so much. Alright, made it to the checkpoint. Go ahead and start rolling. I almost fell for that again. I almost fell for that again. Yep, there it is. Gotta pay attention to that. I'm gonna go about this way. Looks like I'm delivering to the exact same spot as I was before. Work. There we go. There we are. Alright, that has completed the Cruising Missouri World of Trucks event here in American Truck Simulator. That last one was, I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I'm not sure why this truck was doing that. I don't know if it was something to do with this, the truck stability, suspension stiffness. Maybe I might add that up a little bit. It's like 15, but I don't know what it was, but something. Well, that needs to be lowered. There we go. Do 80. Something was making the truck just wobble as I was driving. So I don't know if that helped anything. But I don't know. I don't know why it was doing that. That was really annoying. So it's still doing it. You guys can see that. I'm not moving the wheel at all. I don't know why it's doing that. That's annoying. Maybe that might have something to do with it. That seems to be helping. Raise the internal friction. That seems to help. And it's doing it again. I don't know. Might help something. Oh, it's a lot more stable. A lot more stable. But so far this has definitely improved in the handling of the wheel. I don't know if you guys have any issues with that at all. I had it before back when I was using a Logitech. Oops, it's doing it again. I don't know why. Back when I was using a Logitech, I was having that issue a lot. And it only seems to be with this truck and the old Freightliner Cascadia. I don't know what it is about those two, but ooh, driving off the road. I don't know what I'm doing. Gotta see if this fixes it. Rocking back and forth is really annoying. Alrighty, well that'll be it for this episode and the conclusion of the Cruising Missouri World of Trucks event. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Truck Simulator content coming soon. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.